What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day today. I just wanted to show you some new pickups I've got, a couple of trades, and also just a couple that I got from or just one I got from a friend, and some stuff that I've been up to past couple of days. Y'all know we got hit pretty hard with this ice storm, and I hope everybody's doing well and staying warm and safe, and hopefully it'll be melting away soon. I know my mom and dad had, Tammy and I didn't have a backup heat source, so we packed up and shut everything down and went and stayed with my mom and dad, and they had trees snapping and falling everywhere all over the property and all around the house, and ended up a tree fell on a power line and yanked their service off of their house, their meter pole. So it pulled the wires out of the wall, it busted the fuse panel in the house all to pieces and tore it all up. So even when people around them got electricity, mom and dad didn't have electricity, and so that's been a chore. Anyway, they had to file a claim, and you know how that goes. But there's a work order put in, and they're working at getting that resolved. But at the moment, they still have no power, and they've been out of power for I think today is day 10 or 11 with no power. But God's still good. He has blessed us tremendously. He's kept his hand of protection over us, and I'm thankful for that, and I hope to God that he does the same for each and every one of you. Just his hand of protection over everybody. Anyway, so I'm going to begin with a trade that I've done with Stephen over at SJ Relics and Restoration, and I'll let him do his end, a video on his end of the trade. But he sent me a few things, and what he sent me, I've got, of course, he went over and beyond what he should have, but I done a trade for 2 knives here, and I got this yellow Delrin 54 pattern, brand new. It was brand new in the box, trapper, and it is mint. Good looking knives. He knows I'm digging on the Delrin now, and it is a 24 model, 6 dot. Good looking knife. Like I said, brand new in the box. Never been used or sharpened, but I love that. So I got that, and then and this is the other part of the trade, was this mini copper lock, and this is a chestnut bone, and it was brand new in the box. It's a fingerprint magnet, but man, ain't that pretty. Chestnut bone, mini copper lock, good looking knife. And I've got polishing compound all over me because I've been polishing on some knives this morning. But yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. Never been used, sharpened, or polished or anything. So loving them copper locks. Got that. Then he sent me this Sod Buster Junior here, just as a bonus. Cool little knives. I love this thing. I carried it yesterday. It's going to be a carrier for me because I just love these knives. I have not used it yet, but I love them. So I got that from Stephen over at SJ. In case any of y'all noticed, I did have some stickers made. and I mailed out a ton of them this morning. So really cool and exciting. Then I had a buddy of mine reach out last week. I hadn't talked to him in probably a year or so, but a boy that I grew up with, one of my best friends growing up, Michael, reached out to me. He's like, man, I know you love knives. I've got something I want to send you. I was like, okay, let me send you something in return. So I've got something going out to him, but he sent me this, and I got this in the mail the other day, and it blew me away. Now this, a lot of y'all already know what this is. This is that burnt seahorse or burnt sea dragon trapper with the Wharncliffe. Check that little baby out. Beautiful knife. Look at that bone. Brand new in the box, never used, never sharpened. Man, that thing is gorgeous. And it is 5 so it's a 25. Beautiful. Got that arrowhead shield in it. I love it. So I got that. Really excited about that as well. And then that's about it for my pickups. I have been past couple days trying to finish up on a project I've been working on, and that's this 40 to 64 case slimline, and I think I've about got it wrapped up as good as I'm gonna get it. But whenever I got it, the bone had a broke spot here, and it was missing, and right there on the bare head end it had a broken spot of bone missing. And of course I filled it in, and it didn't turn out how I wanted it the first time, so I pulled all of the epoxy out and redone it, and it really turned out decent. And what I did was I used that BSI epoxy and hardener mix with some Starbucks coffee grounds and dyed the epoxy, and that got it pretty close. And then I took my old Dremel after it cured, and I tried to match up the jigging on it with this on the old Dremel. And then over the course of 2 or 3 days, I just kept piling crazy glue over it, because as you know, that epoxy doesn't shine up real well. So layering the super glue on there, just layers, trying to fill in the cracks of super glue and letting it dry and cure, and that allowed me to polish it out and get it to match the bone pretty good. But this is a beautiful old knife, and at first whenever I got it, I was disappointed because the blade didn't have any snap going out. I mean, it does, but it is very, very little. Of course, I polished it up. It was dingy and corroded and everything else, but it had no snap going out, or very little. You can see there's hardly any snap in that whatsoever. I mean, you have to get it all the way out there to get any no snap. But going in, got good snap. And I was like, well, I need to replace this blade. But guys, as old as this knife is, I'm gonna let this old knife be an old knife. As you can see, it's an X's under, which dates it from 1940 to 64. I'm gonna let this knife be an old knife. It is a beautiful old knife. Now the pile side bone was perfect. A little dingy, dirty, a little polished up. She turned out great. But I love these old knives. If this old knife could talk at the stories it could tell. But I'm gonna leave it be. I think it's beautiful. I think it turned out great, and it looks great. I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, so I've been working on that, and I finally got it where I like it. So I've been working on that, and I was just playing around the other day, and I got my dad gave me this little cheapo Pakistani, I don't know, $5 whitetail cutlery made in Pakistan knife, and so I was playing around on cleaning it up and fixing a piece of the chip bone. For what reason, I don't know, but I've just been playing with it, trying to learn a little bit about polishing, and I polished out this thing, sanded and polished, and look at that, $100 polish on a $5 knife. And of course it's a fingerprint magnet now, but I polished this little thing out just to play around and learn on. And that bone, it was fun. I know it's just a cheap knife. There was a chip right there in the bone. I filled it, sanded it out. It's not perfect, but it is secure and should not bust. That is Gorilla Crazy Glue, so it should be permanent. But look at the shine on that. I mean, that is crazy. That was a lot of fun doing that, and that's why I've got this polish compound all over my fingers, because I've been working on this, polishing out this little knife, just to try a little learning process here. But it was fun. I took it up to 5,000, and then I hit it on the old wool polishing pad, and that seemed to clean that stain. And now these are stainless steel bolsters, so whenever I got this thing, they were a lot of you already know how these things are. They're very crude and cheaply done, not a lot of attention to detail and stuff like that when they made these things. But yeah, it was just a brushed stainless steel look, and anyway, it turned out pretty good. It was a fun little project, and you can see it says Whitetail Cutlery, handmade, and on the other side it says, I believe it says Pakistan. Of course, I've done oiled it. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say Pakistan, but anyway, I know that's where it was made. Anyway, a lot of fun. So I've been working on that, and I've had a good time doing it. Anyway, I just wanted to get y'all a video out here and show you what I've been up to the past few days. And I appreciate you for watching and hanging in there with me. Now that this weather's gone, maybe I can get out a few more videos. I'll try to do that this week. Much other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. I thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in a few days. Until then, peace.